Welcome, Terravita members, to this edition of Tea Times at Terravita. This Earl Grey is delicious.
This week, we had some great golf played. We had an amazing day of TMGA play. Here are the results. Next week's event is a 4-man Stableford 2-net best ball. Entries close tonight at 5 p.m. The Gems had a great start to part 1 of Best of Times, Worst of Times tournament. Part 2 begins next week. And last, but definitely not least, we have the Diamonds, who hosted the December Diamonds Pairs. This was a great event, and I know everyone had a blast. Here are the results. We have a few more weeks of golf before the end of the year. So remember to sign up now for any event that you want to participate in.
Welcome back to another edition of the Terravita Report. Just a few updates from last week's board meeting. The board did agree on an updated private cart standard definition that I will detail in my monthly Director of Golf communication. Also during the meeting, John Davis provided an update on the strategic planning process. We are finalizing the presentation materials that will be shared with the membership starting next week at the forums. The forums will provide details of the strategic plan. And lastly, the board supported the Golf Committee's recommendation to cancel all member guest events through January. However, the invitational events are still scheduled, so stay tuned for updates on those events. The best news of the week? Cart path only restrictions have been lifted, effective November 30th. We sincerely appreciate your support and adherence to the 2 cart per group maximum allowed off the cart path. Thank you, and go Hawks.
Hi Terravita members, and welcome to this week's edition of the Terravita Maintenance Report.
The South Practice Green bunker is officially open. The purpose of this project was to create a bunker that will reflect what all of our bunkers will look like post-renovation. We removed all the existing sand from the bunkers, slightly reshaped the bunker per Phil Smith, the architect's vision, replaced all drainage, added a new fabric liner to the base, and added capillary concrete to the faces. With regards to the 2 new bunker sands set up differently in different environments. In addition, different memberships like different aspects of sand. Some prefer firm, some prefer soft. We have chosen 2 commonly used and well-respected sands for you all to sample. In return, we ask that you provide us with feedback so that we can make our final decision. There's one catch. You will not know which sand is what. In order to gather impartial and objective feedback, we have decided a blind sample is the best strategy. The only thing to consider is how the sand feels to you when you hit your shot out of the bunker. Both sands fall within budget, pass USGA and true and recommended specifications, and are used in clubs around the valley and nationally. Some things to consider going forward. When bunkers are newly constructed, they often play softer than they would in, say, 6 months to a year. So please give this bunker time to mature before passing any real serious judgment. The true test will be how they play now, in 6 months, and a year. When making your recommendations, choose the sand that you felt played the best at each of those milestones. Lastly, capillary concrete was chosen as it's currently the industry's leader in bunker liner. Capillary concrete is the most durable liner on the market, lasting decades instead of the 5 to 10 years that other bunker liners provide. It holds sand on the faces better than others, reducing labor hours after heavy rainstorms, if we ever have rain again, or irrigation malfunctions. This liner is also built to withstand dramatic change in temperatures we have here from summer to winter in Arizona. Please reach out if you have any questions on this project or the project going forward.
Hey everyone, this week in my section of the Terravita Report, I'm going to discuss our guest policy here at the club. As a member, guests are allowed to play year-round. From November 1st to April 30th, guests can play a maximum of 4 rounds. From May to September, guests can play as many times as they would like. Also, November to January, guests are restricted to playing after 11 a.m. on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. From January to April, this time changes to 12 p.m. on those days. Lastly, when you have guests coming in and want to ensure you have a tee time, you can pre-book tee times up to 60 days in advance, a max of 4 times per season. These times can be booked through the range house by calling 480-437-9279. As always, stay positive, and we'll see you at the club.
People just love their membership here at Terravita. Everyone is so friendly and it's really a family environment, but there seems to be a problem getting tee times. If I've learned anything from my 1-year-old daughter is that, thank you, we can get any tee time we want.
More, please.
Yes. So join me as I show you how Terravita can save you 20% or more on your car your membership. And if you want to know how making tee times really works, from the algorithm to advanced tee times, you'll want to watch the next 2 weeks as I go into detail about the lottery process and advanced tee times. Until then, cheerio. This chamomile is delightful.
Hey Terravita Golf members, it's the beginning of December, and what that means is we're gonna talk member numbers. This month, we started off with 301 memberships, with 8 deferred memberships to go in the future. So now, I'll explain what a deferred member is in TJ's Top Club. Number 3, TJ, what is a deferred member? A deferred member is someone who's been approved by the board of directors, paid their initiation fee, but elected to start their dues at a later date. Now we can do this up to 6 months is normal practice. We'll see you next week for number 2.
Welcome back to another edition of our Vimeo and YouTube presentation of the Terravita Report. Now that we are cutting the greens lower and the green speeds are getting faster, it makes Terravita's difficult greens complexes an even greater challenge when you have that putt that you really need to make to keep your round going. Right now, it is even more important than ever to have your putting at its very best, obviously to lower your scoring average and lower your handicap, but most important of all, to prevent missing putts that you really should make and to eliminate 3 putts, which just kill your score and any chance you have of maintaining an optimistic and positive attitude. Do you struggle getting down in 2 putts because of your distance control? Do only a few of your putts look like they have a chance to go in? Do you make the majority of your putts from 5 feet and in? What are the chances that you will hole out from 5 to 10 feet? Do you need more dependability, reliability, and consistency in your putting? If the answer is yes, my putting is the worst part of my game and it's killing me, then you really need to come to our special Terravita golf instruction and fitness putting clinics, where we will start you on the path to making putting the best part of your game. Every TGIF clinic throughout the 2020-2021 season begins at 11 a.m. and this week will be held on Wednesday, December the 9th, Thursday, December the 10th, and Saturday, December the 12th. All three will be staged on a fantastic North Range practice green, that's the putting green adjacent to number 1 tee, where the focus will be to help you learn how to develop your individual putting stroke and your individual putting pre-shot routine, and how to make better reads on Terravita's very challenging greens. To register, click on the link below in the TGIF section of this newsletter or go to terravita.com, go to the golf calendar, choose the day you want to participate, and register there. Space is very limited, so do it now. We are so excited to announce the addition of Dr. Sean Drake and Athlete Chiropractic to our TGIF team of experts. Dr. Drake has a master's degree in sports health science with an emphasis on sports injury management and his doctorate degree in chiropractic from Life University in Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Drake has extensive experience treating active individuals as well as professional athletes from 19 different professional sports, including the PGA Tour, LPGA Tour, and Korn Ferry Tour. Dr. Drake moved to Scottsdale after working with Dr. Greg Rose and Dave Phillips, the co-founders of the Titleist Performance Institute in Oceanside, California. That's right, the same Titleist Performance Institute where our own Mindy Boyson received her golf fitness training and TPI Level 3 fitness certification. To find out more about Sean, just click the link at the bottom of the Terravita Report in the TGIF section of the newsletter. We are so fortunate to be able to add Dr. Sean Drake to our great team of experts. Our entire team is focused on one goal for each and every one of you, our Terravita Golf Club members, and that is to help you feel better, to play better, and have more fun.